This week on Inside Boulder News. Your walk down the Boulder Creek path may look a little different next week. We'll tell you why. Over 100 people have been able to exit homelessness. Find out how in the first part of our 3-part special series. And celebrate the surrounding Latino community all next week. Welcome to Inside Boulder News, your source for all things Boulder. I'm Jocelyn Avendaño. It's no secret that Boulder is home to some of the most innovative businesses and nonprofits in the nation, many of them eager to collaborate and support the community. The Dushanbe Tea House, a Boulder staple for 20 years, is just one of many city partnerships that contribute to the vibrancy of the community. From the hand-carved pillars and original oil paintings covering the interior, to the exterior featuring ceramic tiles, there is no question why the Dushanbe Tea House is one of the most visited sites in Boulder. And the story how the tea house got to Boulder is as unique as the building itself.
It was a gift from our sister city, Dushanbe, in the late 1980s, and it is the only one of its kind in the Western Hemisphere.
Boulder established a sister city relationship with Dushanbe, Tajikistan, which was one of the most southern parts of the Soviet Union at the time. When the city of Boulder and Dushanbe finalized their agreement, both cities exchanged gifts.
Their gift to us was they were going to build us a tea house that represented their culture, that was a major part of every one of their communities, and we were going to give them a Boulder-style restaurant.
Lenny Martinelli and his wife have been owners of the tea house since its inception 20 years ago. But what many may not know is that Three Leaf Concepts, the management group the Martinellis created, and the city are in a partnership together, a partnership that has proven beneficial to both parties as well as the larger communities.
In the most basic terms, the city is the landlord of the Dushanbe Tea House, and Huckleberry Foods or Three Leaf Concepts is our tenant. They had to do not only to operate the restaurant, they had to emphasize the cultural significance of the tea house, create a gathering place in the tradition of Tajikistan tea houses, and then enhance the sister cities relationship.
It didn't bother us to want to work with the city, and in hindsight, working with the city has just been a great experience. They've been an awesome partner for us, and for them as landlords, I couldn't ask for a better landlord.
The relationship between the city and Three Leaf Concepts is just one of hundreds of city partnerships that are contributing to the vibrancy of the community. To take a look at all the other partnerships the city is involved in, check out bouldercolorado.gov/city partnerships. Starting June 19th, your walk down civic area may look a little bit different. That's because the city's forestry department will be removing a significant number of unhealthy ash trees and other species along the Boulder Creek corridor. Crews will be working to remove approximately 170 trees ranging from 1 inch to 30 inches in diameter. The trees being removed are a result of the emerald ash borer or EAB infestation. Forestry staff will begin removing trees between the Kids Fishing Pond and 30th Street starting June 18th. This work will require temporary traffic controls and detours of the Boulder Creek path, as well as temporary closures of multi-use paths. Removal of these affected ash trees will provide a long-term benefit to the Boulder Creek ecosystem, as it presents an opportunity to restore these areas with native vegetation. For more information, please visit the website seen on your screen. By the year 2040, 25% of the population in Boulder County will be over the age of 65. To address this change in our demographics, the Age Well Plan was developed to collect community information to better support the needs of Boulder's aging population so that everyone ages well. That's why Boulder Senior Services and the Boulder County Area Agency on Aging are co-sponsoring 2 upcoming community conversations to focus on the needs of older adults and planning for city and county services. The Age Well Plan is updated every 4 years, and Community Conversations is part of this update. Participants are encouraged to give input, ideas, and solutions for a number of issues, such as caregiving, safety, and community engagement. The information collected will go into policymaking decisions and local innovations for projects.
It's so important that community members, especially older adults, attend these community conversations that are held throughout the county, because it's their opportunity to give voice to their needs, their wishes, their hopes, their desires on going forward so that everyone ages well and that the community is ready to support older adults aging well.
The events are open to the public. No registration is needed. The next community conversations will be held on Tuesday, June 19th from 4 to 6 p.m. at the West Boulder Senior Center. The following event will be held on Thursday, June 21st at the same time and place. For more information, please visit agewell.com. Homelessness is a top priority for the city of Boulder. The homelessness strategy adopted in June of 2017 seeks to achieve 6 key goals, such as expanding pathways to permanent housing and retention, and expanding access to programs and services to reduce or prevent homelessness. In the first installment of our 3-part series, we took a look at the city's new adult homeless services system implementation. In October of 2017, the city, along with county-wide partners, launched a new adult homeless services system, Homeless Solutions for Boulder County. The goal of the system is to help people with not just services, but solutions to exit homelessness. So far, 189 people were able to exit homelessness in the city, 234 countywide. Coordinated entry is the first step and gateway to this new system. In Boulder, services are located at 2691 30th Street. Anyone looking for homeless services in Boulder must go through coordinated entry to access shelter and services.
Through coordinated entry, people's needs, their resources, the strengths that they have can really be assessed right away so that from day one in our city, they can get matched with the right services, get on the right path.
Those screened at coordinated entry as moderate or high need with longer residency in Boulder County will be referred to Housing-Focused Shelter, a program at Boulder Shelter for the Homeless. Those screened as lower need or who have been in Boulder a short time will be referred to Path to Home Navigation Services, a program that's part of Bridge House. Both of these programs work with clients on plans to exit homelessness. These screenings usually take about 15 to 20 minutes.
Coordinated entry and the coordinated entry services that have been taking place here at the 30th Street site is a great opportunity for our partners at Boulder Shelter for the Homeless and Bridge House to work together in identifying client needs and giving that warm handoff to get people into services as effectively and quickly as possible.
In the first 7 months of the new system, nearly 1,600 people completed coordinated entry in Boulder County. Over half of those screened have been in the county at least a year. 70% of those screened have a disabling condition. Chad Moulter with Boulder Shelter for the Homeless explains the screening process.
Our staff ask a group of questions about an individual's history of homelessness, also whether or not they have ties to the Boulder area, and then there are a few questions about whether or not they have a disability or not. And so we use the answers to those questions to determine which services that they're eligible for.
Coordinated entry is available from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on weekdays and weekends, except for Tuesdays when it is available from noon to 4 p.m. This service is for adults. Clients with children will be referred to appropriate organizations in the community, including the Emergency Family Assistance Association, Attention Homes, and Mother House. Stay tuned for next week's Inside Boulder News as we bring you part 2 of our 3-part homeless series. The Colorado Latino Festival is back next week for the 3rd year in a row. With more than 15,000 people in attendance last year, this year organizers at the Boulder Latino Chamber expect it to be bigger and better than ever. The Colorado Latino Festival is a fun, family-oriented event with special attractions, musical acts, and of course, tons of delicious Latin American cuisine. Community members are invited to come out and celebrate the richness and diverse cultures and contributions of Latin American and Caribbean people who live in Colorado. This week-long festival will also serve as a resource for Latinos and other minorities looking for work and career opportunities. Some events include a special screening of Dolores over at the Boulder Public Library and a morning hike along the Chautauqua Trail with open space and mountain parks.
Anyone, not just Latinos, can come out to our events. They're all free, and we want everyone to come in. Latinos to come to see, feel, taste, hear, and experience their culture, and also for non-Latinos to come and see the wide variety of cultures that encompasses what Latinos are.
The Colorado Latino Festival will be from June 18th through the 24th. For a full list of events, please visit thelatinofestival.com. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's edition of Inside Boulder News. If you have pictures, news tips, or events you'd like to see featured, we'd love to hear from you. Connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. just go to boulderchannel8.com and click on subscribe. Have a good week.